Addiction. It's something that we all struggle with, whether it be social media, video games, junk food. In our modern day, so many of us are addicted. You may think you'll never be able to break the cycle, but I want to show you something that will change your perception on addiction forever, and I have never heard anybody speak about this. That bad habit that's controlled you and shackled you over the years will not trouble you anymore, and here's how. If you've ever taken biology, then you've probably heard the term homeostasis, and if not, well, fear not. Just think of homeostasis as the need for our bodies to be balanced. Everything in your body has to be balanced in order for it to function correctly. Now you might be thinking, how does this relate to addiction? Well, a part of homeostasis is a pain and pleasure scale. When you push on one side, the other side goes up, and vice versa. This scale is extremely important when it comes to beating that addiction, because you can control which side you press on. Think about this. When you're done indulging in a bad habit, when you've just played 5 hours of video games and you log off, you feel quite bad. That's because of homeostasis. You've just experienced pleasure, and now your body has to balance things out with that equivalent amount of pain. If you've already connected the dots, then you know where I'm going with this. In order to beat addiction, you have to start pressing on the pain side of the scale. Because if pain is the natural body response to pleasure, then guess what? The opposite is true. Pleasure is the natural body response to pain. So before we go any further, I want to introduce you to an experiment done in the 1960s that, if done today, would be absolutely illegal, but back then it was somehow fine. And it involved two things: a cute puppy dog and a painful electrical circuit. So the electrical circuit was attached to the dog's paws, and the dog was shocked repeatedly. In the beginning, he whimpered and cried. He had his tail between his legs. He let out painful screams. But by the end of it, he barely flinched. Now, my point isn't that your threshold of pain goes up, even though it does. It's that after the experiment took place, the dog was extremely happy and joyful. Its tail was wagging, and he was cuddling with people. The dog's pain-pleasure balance was rebalancing. He had just experienced great physical pain, and now his body, in response to that pain, was producing pleasure. So this just shows that by starting to do more painful things, and I don't mean literal painful things like hitting yourself with a baseball bat or shocking yourself with an electrical current, I'm talking things like cold shower, going on a run, and hitting the gym, then you're pressing down on the pain side. That means that automatically your body will start to push the pleasure scale up in a good way. This means that we now have a formula to beating addiction, and it is as follows: increase pain habits, so gym, cold showers, and running, and decrease pleasure habits, junk food, video games, and social media. Basically, increase delayed gratification, things that are hard right now but good for you in the long run, and decrease instant gratification, your addiction, which could be social media, video games, or junk food. By doing so, you'll get pleasure from the pain of those painful habits, and because of that, your body will, in response, produce pleasure, and that will make it so that you no longer need to press on the pleasure scale to feel pleasure. Now, you feel pleasure organically from the pain side, instead of feeling artificial pleasure that will guarantee pain. Pain means pleasure, but pleasure means pain. You decide which one you want. Alright, I hope this helped you. I cannot wait to see the progress that you made. Cheers, bro.